Have you ever had a cat suddenly come up to you and just sit there, quietly staring or curling up beside you? Maybe it felt random or even a little mysterious. But what if that simple moment isn't just chance? What if Allah is sending you special messages through this gentle creature? In Islam, animals are part of Allah's vast creation, and sometimes they bring subtle signs and lessons directly from Him. Today, we're going to uncover 7 powerful messages that Allah might be sending your way whenever a cat comes close to you. Whether it's comfort, protection, or a reminder to reflect, each moment with a cat holds deep spiritual meaning. So don't brush it off. Pay close attention, because Allah communicates in the most unexpected ways, sometimes through the softest paws. 1. Comfort and rahmah, mercy. Sometimes when you're feeling down, overwhelmed, or emotionally drained, a cat might suddenly appear and sit beside you. It doesn't say a word, yet its presence brings a strange sense of calm. In Islam, animals are part of Allah's creation that serve purposes beyond our understanding. A cat approaching you during a moment of emotional distress could be Allah's subtle way of sending you comfort. Without words, without noise, just presence. Cats carry a unique tranquility. Their soft purring, gentle movements, and quiet companionship can ease the mind and soften the heart. This is not accidental. The Prophet, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, taught us that Allah is most merciful, and His mercy reaches us in countless ways, sometimes even through a silent animal sent to sit beside you when no one else does. This moment can be a divine nudge, a reminder that you are not alone, even if the world feels heavy. Allah's mercy often arrives in forms we overlook, and when a harmless creature, like a cat, sits near you during a painful time, it could very well be a living sign that Allah sees your struggle and is sending you peace in the most unexpected way. Never underestimate the quiet messengers of Allah. 2. Reminder of the Prophet's Sunnah. When a cat comes close to you, it can serve as a beautiful reminder of the deep love and compassion our beloved Prophet Muhammad, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, had for these gentle creatures. He didn't just tolerate cats, he cherished them. One of the Prophet's companions, Abu Huraira, which means father of the kitten, earned his nickname because of how often he carried and cared for cats. This shows how close cats were to the Prophet's life and teachings. Seeing a cat approach, you can be Allah's way of drawing your attention back to the Sunnah, the noble way of the Prophet, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam. It invites you to reflect. Are you embodying the same mercy, gentleness, and kindness in your daily life? Are you treating those around you, including animals, with the dignity they deserve? This moment might be Allah's soft whisper, urging you to reconnect with the Prophet's example, not just in ritual worship, but in your behavior and character. Just as the Prophet, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, showed mercy to animals, we are reminded to be sources of mercy to everything around us. So the next time a cat comes close, remember, it may be a silent lesson in prophetic character, sent by Allah to revive the Sunnah within you. 3. Spiritual cleanliness and Barakah. Cats have a natural tendency to stay in clean and calm environments. In Islam, cleanliness isn't just a physical state, it's a spiritual one too. The Prophet Muhammad, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, said, "Cleanliness is half of faith." So when a cat chooses to come near you or stay around your space, it may be drawn not only to the physical cleanliness, but to the peace and light that surrounds a person striving to live righteously. This could be a quiet indicator from Allah that your home, your heart, or your presence carries barakah, a form of divine blessing. Animals can sometimes sense purity of intention, inner peace, and positive spiritual energy that we ourselves may not even realize we have. Their presence may be a reflection of that unseen Barakah. Rather than seeing it as a random encounter, view it as an honor. Allah may be blessing your space or your soul in a way that even the animals respond to. And if you find that cats are naturally drawn to you, it could be a subtle reminder that you are walking a path of purity, and Allah wants you to remain steadfast on it. In this, there is a quiet reassurance. Allah sees the goodness in you, even when you don't. Protection from the unseen Islam teaches us that the unseen world, known as the Ghaib, is real. This includes angels, jinn, and other forces we cannot perceive with our senses. Interestingly, animals like cats are believed to be more sensitive to this unseen realm. They often react to things we can't see, and their sudden movements or stares into empty spaces can be unsettling. But rather than fear, consider this a form of divine protection. When a cat comes close to you, especially during vulnerable moments like when you're praying, reading Quran, or alone in deep thought, it could be a sign that Allah is surrounding you with unseen protection. The cat may sense something harmful and is positioned there by Allah's will as a guard or barrier against what you cannot detect. Even in historical Islamic stories, there are mentions of animals behaving strangely before events unfold, often seen as warnings or shields from harm. A cat's presence might be a sign that something harmful was nearby, but Allah protected you through one of His silent creations. So the next time a cat stays near you for no obvious reason, don't dismiss it. Perhaps it's not just a coincidence. It could be Allah's way of silently keeping you safe. 5. A test of character. Sometimes when a cat approaches you, hungry, tired, or simply seeking attention, it's not just a random moment. It could be a quiet test from Allah. In the Quran, Allah often reminds us that He tests us in both big and small ways, through people, situations, and even animals. The way you respond to a helpless creature could reveal what truly lies in your heart. Will you show kindness, or will you turn away? Will you offer food, a gentle touch, or even a simple smile? Or will you ignore its needs? These small choices might seem insignificant, but in the sight of Allah, they carry great weight. The Prophet, Salallahu Alayhi Wasalam, once mentioned a woman who was punished for imprisoning a cat and not feeding it, and another who was forgiven for giving water to a thirsty dog. If Allah takes these moments seriously, shouldn't we? A cat coming to you might be Allah's way of examining your compassion when no one else is watching. It's not about the cat, it's about your soul. Will you rise to the test and respond with mercy? In that moment, you're not just interacting with an animal, you're standing before a quiet test from your Creator. 6. A sign of a peaceful soul. Animals, by their very nature, are drawn to environments and people where they feel safe. Cats, in particular, are cautious creatures. They don't go near just anyone. So when a cat willingly comes close to you, rests beside you, or seems comfortable in your presence, it could be a quiet sign that your soul is radiating peace and safety, something even animals can sense. In Islam, the heart of a believer is supposed to be calm, trusting in Allah, free from arrogance and harm. A tranquil soul doesn't just benefit people, it affects everything around it, including animals. If a cat seeks refuge with you, it may be because your inner peace, sincerity, and calm demeanor make you a safe space in a chaotic world. This isn't just about your mood or energy, it's a reflection of your fitrah, your natural state of purity that aligns with Allah's creation. You might not realize how your silent acts of worship, your patience, or your gentle nature are affecting your surroundings, but Allah does, and sometimes He sends a cat not just as comfort for you, but as a confirmation of the peace you carry within. Your stillness might be louder than you think. Even the animals feel it. 7. A nudge to reflect. Sometimes a cat's quiet presence is more than just companionship. It's a gentle nudge from Allah to pause and reflect. In our fast-paced lives, we often forget to slow down and turn inward. When a cat sits silently beside you or gazes at you with calm eyes, it can be a subtle reminder that this moment is an opportunity for mindfulness and spiritual reflection. Allah often communicates with us through silence and stillness. The cat's quiet nature encourages you to embrace that stillness, to detach briefly from the noise of the world and reconnect with your heart and faith. It's a reminder that in silence you can hear the whispers of your soul and the guidance of Allah more clearly. This moment of reflection could be about your relationship with Allah, your intentions, or the state of your heart. Perhaps the cat's presence is a soft call to deepen your prayers, renew your trust, or simply be thankful for the blessings you have. In this way, the cat becomes a living symbol of spiritual pause, a divine invitation to stop, breathe, and listen. When you accept this invitation, you open the door for greater clarity and peace in your life. Thank you for watching. I hope these 7 messages from Allah, revealed through a simple moment with a cat, have touched your heart and reminded you of His endless mercy and wisdom. At Devout Deen, we believe Allah speaks to us in beautiful, unexpected ways, if only we take the time to listen. If this video inspired you, please like, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more uplifting Islamic reminders. Before you go, let's make a positive prayer together. May Allah fill our hearts with peace, mercy, and understanding. Type Ameen in the comments below to join this prayer. See you in the next video.